Good evening, everyone. This is Sri Lakshmi Venugopal. I thank FMJPI Group for inviting me for this talk this evening. Topic of my conversation today with you all is recruitment in the post-COVID world, and I'm very excited to share my insights with all of you. And I to give you a brief introduction of myself, I'm Sri Lakshmi Venugopal. I work with Embassy Services Private Limited for the last 4 years, leading their HR function. Before which I was in various companies in HR, total experience of around 20 years in this line. And being in him as a human resources professional, last 1 year has been a great learning opportunity even for me, like all of you have been. So the COVID-19 outbreak acted as a catalyst to for change and has reiterated the need to pay attention to whatever we are doing and change ourselves to adopt to this new environment. When I say this, what happened? I mean, last year when this outbreak happened, a lot of us were challenged or were pushed to think what are we doing and how are we doing things. While there were a lot of recruitment that had to be stalled all of a sudden across industries, across different levels, we also had to come up with different strategies to retain our key talent and also to retain, to manage the pandemic or the facilities management without, giving much of a, without any impact to the productivity. So we have successfully, most of us have successfully managed it as well. How there were many situations where the person could not be on site because of the lockdown, because of no availability of transport, or it could be health issues, various things, but we kind of managed this whole pandemic pretty well. It is one of those ways that COVID, probably taught us all of a sudden to be, to be that new ways of working that can help leaders more effectively shape their workforces. Having said that, the biggest shift that we are seeing today is, has been primarily the new normal, or what most companies have been working on different strategies to welcome back their workforce, or it could be new ways of working that the employees are expecting from their employers. In all these things, where does the FM industry stand? It stands in the middle or in the center of this whole thing. When I say it stands in the middle, it is a key operator helping people come back, welcome back to their offices. When we say hashtag office again, it also means that we are prepared to take care of your health and safety. What is it that the facility managers have been doing? They were doing a lot of technical work pre-pandemic. And today, what am I doing? There is a difference in my hiring strategy and my processes as a HR professional. As a FM professional, there's a different way that you have adopted yourself and have started in this pandemic. It's imperative, when I say hiring strategies, it's imperative that both adopt, both me as an employer and as an employee adopt to this new ways of working. See, last year when suddenly there was an outbreak in this pandemic, there was a survey conducted, and it came out that more than 25% of the companies who participated in the survey, I think it was about 32 companies that participated, of which about 25 could not even ask their employees, or could not function effectively because they didn't have the IT infrastructure in place. So what does that mean? You need, the services got impacted, and they had to juggle a lot of things and probably go through few losses and adopt to this new normal in a tough way. So they were not able to function immediately effectively, but very soon they adopted to this new normal, and employees started contributing positively from towards their businesses and reinforcing their roles in their organization, staying wherever they are. When I say staying wherever they are, it doesn't effectively mean that they had to come to office. They could work from anywhere. So what did it mean for an HR professional? I didn't have to look for people who could come to office. It didn't mean that, the distance of commute, the time, all this mattered. But uh, the most key thing for me was to ensure that the right skill is chosen and the right person is put in place and has the right attitude. Attitude started playing a bigger role than earlier. It was just not the skill sets. A person being punctual, being able to deliver on time, these things took a priority over our traditional requirements, like he had to be technically sound, or he could do, he could come into office on time, kind of things. So, when recruitment got stalled abruptly in many companies, the first thing that all HR and management got to know and started working was, what is it that we are looking for in our future? So let's take an example of a facility manager. What was I looking for traditionally? I used to look for facility manager as more or less a technical manager who can ensure a seamless office operation. And today, what am I looking for? I am looking for somebody who can run a seamless office. Along with that, be compassionate, ensure that the best hygiene is maintained and employees feel safe when they enter office. So what is it that I look for additionally? More than a technical skill set now. I will still look at the technical skill set. Apart from that, we will also look at compassion that comes out and prioritizing of safety, health, hygiene, and all these things. And be available when the employees want to reach out, need some help. It could be that there is somebody is maybe we'll have to set up a isolation room, or we may be able to be available on the help desk, be available to pick up the calls and answer back quickly, and ensure if there is a sudden sudden positive patient in the office found, then immediately fumigate the office. Be able to take these decisions quickly and make a very positive impact to the other employees who are working in the offices, and give them the confidence that you can come to your offices safely, feel good about it. So what are the different skill sets? For me, earlier it was either technical skills or soft services. Today I have to look for a person or an individual with all these skills. While it is very, very important for me to have somebody who is technically sound, it is also very important for me to know that the person understands the hygiene requirements, the health requirements, client requirements pretty well, and be there at the site, be able to gauge the risk, and then be able to provide appropriate solutions to his or her employer. A lot of remote working culture is not going to go away any soon. We all know economy is going to not be back that soon. Having said that, it doesn't mean that all businesses can function always from home. I'm very we believe that most of the companies still will need traditional way of working, but in a much safer environment. So as a FM industry, we play a very key role in keeping these offices safe and welcoming back their employees. While earlier days we used to see that the landlord or the company at large and the FM company had a vendor client kind of a relationship. Going forward, it will be more of a partnership relationship. When I say partnership relationship, the person will the FM on the site will partner with the client so effectively that the employee coming inside the office gets a seamless experience. So I would think, for us in terms of recruiting a person is going to be a challenge. While most of you have already learned a lot of skill sets, have learned it, whether through your current offices or, in working in a hard environment where you're pushed to learn whatever it is. But most of it, has kind of, the existing manpower has learned it. But I would also urge all the new professionals entering into this FM industry to always keep themselves on the toes. There's certain things that you will have to be aware of. If you are an engineer, please work on other things like safety, hygiene, communication, and various skill sets. If you're from the soft skills background, do learn about the technical skills so that when there is a requirement, you can be rotated cross-functionally and your jobs are not at stake. One. And secondly, for us as recruiters also, we are looking for somebody who has multiple skill sets. And I'm not saying I have to applaud all of you that everyone has managed their operations seamlessly and more or less given a wonderful experience to their clients, and stay continued to this kind of work culture. And there was there though there is a lot of I would say there is a lot of things that we keep hearing about the pandemic, that people management and virtual, how do people work virtually, how do we work without a touchless system. We've all adopted to all these things, and this is going to be our new ways of working. Let's accept this challenge, and the ability to look beyond those traditional talent pools is going to be a challenge for all HR professionals, to look at where the best talent is. Again, not just the talent that's closest to office, but the best talent that can deliver a lot more than it used to deliver before. And recruiters along with HR leaders are things are changing for all of us, including the HR people, and even just the physical chair that someone occupies in some way frames how organization thinks. When I say that, first thing that comes to my mind as I enter the office is probably this physical chair has been sanitized. How does it look like? How are things? So these kind of things are making a huge difference in employees' lifestyle, and we ourselves change to gear up to this change. And technology and changing attitudes has always been we have spoken a lot about changing attitudes. Technology also plays a different role now. Technology, when I say, people are, even at the even our executive level staff who are coming in, maybe a blue collar staff also, are expected to understand how to use a mobile phone, how to use different gadgets, how to make their entries without many touch points, how to understand data. All these things are required even at those levels. And for an FM, quick changes, remote monitoring, operations, data analytics, how to bring in more efficiency in operations are kind of critical to their function. The focus of FM professionals to provide wellness programs that boost kind of productivity, attract talent, and reduce the rate of falling sick. Probably that is also one of the measures that will be there in the future, where one of the analytics that we will see is how much are we able to reduce the number of people falling sick because of infections in office. So we have to become more and more adaptable, understand different age group requirements, understand well-being of all, and becoming more strategic and long-term. Our relationship that was earlier short-term could now be more looked at long-term, and employee engagement and experience is gaining more and more importance. So FM providers are working in partnership with corporates, clients, to help them achieve the corporate goals. And the concept of smart buildings is pushing facility managers to rediscover the use and integrations of buildings into single ecosystems. I would like to conclude saying that, I would like to say that in a facility management system, FM providers and occupiers must work together to settle a balanced approach that builds in greater resilience by introducing a spectrum of physical and virtual solutions based on business needs. Post-COVID era will be a new beginning. Organizations that survive this onslaught will benefit from a revitalized and renewed HR. Existing employee life cycle will go through transformations for sure, and paving a way to an agile and nimble recruitment model that will lead organizations and towards success in the future.